A conversation started on social media that Shatta was paid 700,000 Ghana.
Yes, I saw that.
Then
so
everybody started talking.
Yes. When I saw it, I was like, hey, now it's free.
It's not easy. 700,000 Ghana cedis. Then the minister himself, somebody who is supposed to pay the artist, comes out to tell you that I didn't pay him Shengbang.
And also guy.
And also, a whole Shatta Wale, how can you tell me? I'm not going to believe it.
With the President's Cup, Shatta Wale.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, he took fans through an electric performance. You know what I just discovered?
What?
That his whole performance, the whole production, everything, he covered the whole cost by himself. The state didn't pay him.
Are you? No. Are you kidding?
No. The sports minister released a statement to clarify that no taxpayers' money was given to Shatta Wale. That he covered, the performance was free, and he covered the production cost all by himself. And he said that was his way of honoring President.
And his performance was the highlight of the event.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Whoa!
It was a big deal. And to be honest, in previous years, the President's Cup hasn't exactly attracted huge numbers. This year has been very different. It's been refreshingly different, and we like that. I hope that they can keep it.
You see the power of the arts in everything that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certainly the attraction of Shatta Wale, the prospect of Shatta Wale performing definitely attracted.
Shatta Wale say free show. What's the baby and no cray? Pay show 700,000. What's this amount? Yintia. Then be on pay for Shatta Wale. No, I don't understand. I don't understand Ghanaians. You were trying to criticize him. Minister said, I'll wait for this news to go far. Let me debunk it. We didn't give him Shingbai. In fact, he's Shaxi. And what even shows Shaxi can't host Shatta Wale. He was able to host an international streamer. Africa's biggest streamer.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Danny Beats Classic.
All right, so we are still here reporting on some of the happenings over the weekend in Ghana, and I believe the stories are still being followed by the media, both locally and internationally. Sammy Flex, this is the time for me to also do the reviews with my team right here on Sammy Flex TV on Showbiz Daily. My name is Sammy Flex. In the studio, ChatGPT is here. But we are real. We are real. Before someone say, now they go.
Same way AI.
We are not AI human beings. Yeah, we are real. So in the studio, real human beings are here. Roland Amate is one of them, seated from Shagzi, Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report, and ShowbizChannelJ.com. Man like Long John is in the building. Long John is a blogger, and we are still waiting for the launch of their Aluta FM. Yeah, he tells us to come, so we are still waiting for it. Meanwhile, Intim Dodi Solomon, aka Chamu, is also at the other side, head of management at online department Flex Entertainment Limited and Intidosu Digital Solutions. And the producers are here: Theophilus Digosh, Desert, Sam Tuga, and Rex, putting together the pieces for us to do our thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Now, I want us to start with this, even before we go into the Halifax has a word. He said, "Krinkum krinkus." Krinkus krinkum. Before we go into that, over the weekend, looks like King Paluta has suffered in the hands of some media people. It started on Hit FM, where I heard Bulldog actually not sparing him. He gave it to him. Woto. I thought it was going to end there because, of course, Bulldog has an experience in this space. So sometimes when he says it, you know that, okay, based on some information he has, he can go a little that tangent. Then Hit FM ends. We go on to UTV, United Showbiz, and over there, the same thing. Woto, with support from MC Aibua, and other cronies. Then I'm asking, oh, it's true, King Paluta might have erred, but the way we are handling him, is that the way to go? First, what did Bulldog say on Hits FM? Let's watch it.
A fool is somebody who's unwise. A fool is somebody who does not recognize where he is. And then me kawa baby, on one kasa beka was our show no so say, onu otna 15 years as our blue. And I miss Matthias Yenti otna or 15 years. Say so kwa ebe 88 years. 88 years because you see I don't know who say all the, and don't or inipa some of these things can happen Matthias here. But the moment you get into that realm, what start to say, oh, young for a pattern, so now, you see, me Maka artists here and Kobna is here. They are the most pampered professionals ever. Also count most pampered. Every profession, me who says so Jania war or expect to say a man of fans. Me who said doctor I surgery or expect to see a man of fans. It's me too much. Too much. Hey, this is a departure obi. Oh, a gift. No, and your gift. And your munkwana more gift. Look, they be a can be home. Your gift and son a friend. A young.
Well, so that was on Hit FM earlier on Saturday. Then in the evening on Saturday on UTV, United Showbiz, MC Aibua and Bulldog together. They still did not spare fire. Let's go get it. When I come back, we start talking.
King Paluta, oh yes. King Paluta doesn't have any personality he's selling. What's wrong? No. I'm saying that he doesn't have a personality. Personality. Listen, on top of your mind, King Paluta, people love him because of his music. Of course. Take the music away. What is there? What? What is there? Who they tell me on top of your mind? Dear Nawaho, there is nothing there. So you guess what? You've been underground and you've built in a wababedu baby as you say we do. And this is the time when you are also going to build your personality, so that people will fall in love with your personality. It is saying there's something for the people to hold on to. But if you do this in building your own brand and you start like this, ebedu baby no organizer be ayesha on ma because shows.
Well, so that was how King Paluta suffered in the hands of media people over the weekend. Thanks to Shatta Wale's performance at the Accra Sports Stadium, savings and loans has affected him. And he's been saved, of course, by the performance. Now we can talk about the performance and leave King Paluta out. But I'm asking my people, what do you think about some levels of criticism against our people? Whether sometimes they are wrong or they are okay in the dispensation. Chamu, I think I want to start this with you.
Sure. You see, I think there are more details coming out about King Paluta's thing. I think I've not seen it, but someone told me that he spoke about it, saying that the lady
King Paluta spoke about it. Okay, I think I heard he spoke on Andy Dossie's show or something.
Yes, and he was saying that the lady was eyeing her, the lady was not active in the party or something like that. In fact, initially I thought maybe the lady said something that he had to reply, but I didn't get that. So I'm assuming that it may be those who are now criticizing harshly like that, they have this information. Okay. And they think that if the lady indeed didn't say anything for King Paluta to react like that, then King Paluta didn't do well. But I will agree with those who are saying that no, you can criticize him for not getting it right. But the way that they are doing it is another thing altogether. Okay. But for me, I think it is because maybe they don't like him for other reasons. And when people don't like you, or when some of our pundits, what we have seen, when they don't like you for other reasons, they will wait till they get reasons to criticize you, and then they load it on you. Okay. They offload all the anger or issues that they have. And I think this is a typical example. That's what they are doing. If I have to guess, I may say that for Bulldog, for instance, I think because King Paluta did the show for maybe Baumia, Bulldog will not be happy with King Paluta. So when there's
But
an
he did
issue,
1-2 for NDC.
Well, but the one with Baumia was the popular
when we
one.
talk about King Paluta and politics, don't bring NDC in at all.
When the popular one was the one that he
forget
did for
Roland.
for Baumia. So if I have to guess, I would say that Bulldog may not like King Paluta for that reason. So if there's an issue that King Paluta did something wrong, obviously he will offload whatever anger or whatever that he feels that he has to say to King Paluta at that moment. And if indeed King Paluta, the lady involved here didn't say anything but just a gesture for King Paluta to do that, then obviously King Paluta didn't do well. And I would say that yes, you can't just look at somebody and say that because you are not vibing to my music, I can insult you or say something just to, be okay with it and all those things. So for that one, I would say King Paluta didn't do well. He should try and compose himself and try to manage things like that, even if you are not comfortable with what is happening there, because the lady may also be going through something that you have no idea. Okay. So you can't just give it to her like that because she's not vibing to your music. But for those who are criticizing King Paluta, I think they are going extreme. And I've seen a pattern, like you were saying, if you take Bulldog out, then Yaya Boy and Bulldog there.
Yes.
It is a card that doesn't fit them. They have similar, way of doing stuff. They mostly agree. So if Bulldog is criticizing, obviously Yaya Boy will also criticize you, and they may go harder even at that moment. So for me, I think King Paluta didn't do well, just based on what I've heard now. But the way that they are criticizing him is too much. But I will tell King Paluta to be careful how he will handle it, because it's a two-way thing here. You can also go hard at them, but be ready to fight them till maybe you stop doing
this
your
music thing
or something like that. You can't get tired if you start with them now.
But now, so you are never going to be in their good books until
not at all
something happens.
Yes, not at all. So you have to find a way that you are going to manage this until you stop music or you ignore certain things and do your thing. That's what I will tell King Paluta. This is not a fight that he should start. He should just ignore and do his thing, and he will be okay.
Okay. Long John, I can come back to you now. Yeah. I'm asking, do you think they are handling King Paluta well?
I think it's very unfortunate.
Okay.
We discussed. I don't know what's with some of our seniors in the game, but some of their conversations are quite absurd. I wouldn't lie to you. I mean, you are dealing with a human being and you are trying to condemn an action using the same narrative. It makes no sense.
Yeah, because I was saying King Paluta, apart from Ninyum free.
Yes, and someone even saying he has no personality.
What is personality?
With the end of a diagram, describe personality. You see, if not thanks to Shatta Wale, this is how they'll be cloning and deceiving people and making it look like in music it's supposed to be a complicated something. They are Paluta and no one music, and no one artist, and no one artistry. That's giving you an entertainment show, something to talk about. If it hadn't happened, I'm not sure we would have discussed it, because even the show, nobody knew who was going to play that show. So of course, sometimes we don't just look at the negative, but the positive too. So whatever happens, whether good or bad, of course, nobody has seconded what he did. That is right. But like I said, I always say, and I'll keep saying, he's human. I think from the conversation in the video that we all watched, I think he clearly said he didn't like the way the woman watched him. And of course, he's human. You didn't see how the woman watched him. You only saw reaction. Somebody no greet yourself. You vex. Can you imagine how the woman probably would have watched him that got him on that tangent? And you don't know the mood he used to enter the performance. That's one thing. If you watch Shatta Wale's entrance even to the stadium, there was a mood he used to enter.
Yeah.
If that mood is not right and somebody does something small, it can trigger a different reaction. So sometimes we should spare this artist some slack in the name of branding and because of cameras, they shouldn't be themselves. What are you talking about? You are human. And you insulting him that he's a fool. I say, artist, man. You see, that's why the last time I blamed DJ Slim.
Yeah.
Because I believe if we, the people who are closer to them, which are we in the entertainment,
don't show some kind of
respect to them.
Yeah.
These are some of the things that will end up. Because when we disrespect them, we allow the fans to go on the same tangent. Understand? So people do not understand why we involve DJ Slim. But of course, he's more or less like a brother from Kumasi. You see, so sitting on live in front of a camera and then calling him all sorts of names.
Long John and DJ Slim.
Yeah, match made in heaven. So you see, something like this, you don't, if you do that, you are giving people who don't have close relationship with them that leeway to also have that access to disrespect him. You understand? That is why I decided to attack our own.
Okay.
Not the artists. If we are able to, you see, if after all the discussion, nobody calls Paluta a fool and everything. You think if you are to take a phone and call Paluta, you not tell him that, oh, this thing you should have done it this way, done it this way.
Yeah.
But you not put him on live and then disregard him, throw him under the bus.
Never.
Nah,
Never.
that's not how it's done. But to sit on TV and in the name of trying to speak sense, insult the guy totally, trying to correct the insult, he also insulted someone.
Yeah.
That is where the issue is to me. You know, and I really don't know why they will do that. Probably there should be a personal, if it's because of politics, I don't want to believe Bulldog will do that because of politics. Because if it is, I believe there's a personal issue
somewhere.
Yes. The Bulldog I know wouldn't go political. Somebody who wants to manage Shatta Wale and is able to narrate his experience with Shatta's opponent and said, if not for the relationship he had with the artist manager, meaning if he has personal relationship with you, he doesn't try to throw it under the bus. So for him to go that tangent, it's not because, I'm sure it's because of something personal he has with the artist. We are yet to know. Because if not, the way he went hard for Bulldog.
Well, this is still Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. Let me go on to Roland Amate and let me listen to what Roland will say. But once again, let me also add this based on what you just said. If you talk to promoters often, you hate artists. If you talk to artists often, you hate promoters. It's like that. Recently, I've seen Bulldog has some kind of association with some UK promoters. He was even there not long ago. He went to do something with them not long ago. Okay. So if you are in touch with those people, based on some experience they've had with some people.
I get it.
Remember, not long ago, King Paluta was in London and he had an issue with some DJB. You remember that issue or that incident? Yes. So I'm sure maybe when Bulldog went there,
so you see then,
Jimmy no after the Jimmy
in the long run, then there's a personal issue.
Oh, I wouldn't say personal. No, it is not personal. It is industry issues. Yeah, Ro, take over.
We are protecting baby.
It is unfortunate, and the way our people are handling the issue is sad. To me, it is sad. Nobody is condoning what King Paluta did. No. In fact, everybody is condemning it. You see, because will I have reacted the same way in his shoes? Probably not. I may not even focus. Like I said the other time when we were discussing that, yes, he could have just ignored that one person that was giving him a negative energy to concentrate on the others that were giving him a positive energy. To the extent that even when he was angry and he was talking, whatever, people were there still waiting, even asking him to stop and concentrate on them.
Yeah.
Just like you did when you were coming up and nobody was minding you. There were some 2-3 people that were jamming. And that is where your focus was. So why not keep the same energy this time that it is happening in reverse and you even have a larger crowd to concentrate on? Why don't you do that? But hey, he's human and he knows what that particular move, that the effect it had on him. So his reaction there, he would definitely react. But then when he goes overboard, the people that are behind that are assessing the whole conversation is also have the responsibility to judge that, oh, this one day I think you went overboard. Looking at the way I see you or the way you do your things, I think you did. But then you can still cut him some slack because whatever action that causes reaction, it is still unknown. It is still unknown. So even if you would want to judge, now you would want to judge still from King Paluta's reaction. And yes, this is a reaction, not an action. You don't know the action. So if you are judging from a reaction, you need to be very careful. Because once you might think the person overreacted, but once you share action and now do when you're going to say no, what the reaction said was small. But then in its entirety, nobody is condoning King Paluta's reaction. We all feel he could have handled it in a different way. That's fine. Yeah. But to come out and openly insult him in that manner, I would want to believe Bulldog has a personal issue with vendetta. Yes. This is personal.
Vendetta.
You see, and sometimes I'm also saying it is sad because, yes, I am here entertainment industry. Why I am here. But I mean to me because when I am you, may train was emba. Let me just say to insult you. And when something happens, and people want to react to it or judge it or have their own opinion and they play the gender card. Na ma dream na bo. Na ma dream na bo. That why would you insult a woman? But or insult your bema there. What kind of colonial mentality is that? What kind of ground mentality is that? And you see, you think that him insulting a woman is abomination. But you also sat on a big platform as that to insult a man, yes, of which you are a man. And I am sure if a woman insults Bulldog who is a man, he will go hell and heaven to make sure the woman is buried. Because he will tell you that he is a man. And even he's the head. He's a head of a family.
It once happened on the show.
And you think King Paluta is not a head of a family? Because of what? He's head. So what? You have the right to insult him to that manner. What are you talking about? Unless he has done something directly to you, then you have the license to do that. But what are we? Why are we doing this to ourselves? To me, it's when I saw the whole reaction and the way they were insulting. Yes, he has heard. You want to go hard at him, do it. But you see, at the end of the day, even if you would insult him, bring something out to say that, to add to the fact that okay, I am insulting you because of this. Just like you would want to train a child, you whip the child and you tell him what he would have done. But you don't, and you just rain insults on the person just like that. So I'm asking myself, again, what? Just say it because it's here. Would you be who before now need King Paluta? And when you want to do that, don't come and play the gender card. Because treat this situation as two human beings in the situation. Why would you want to play a gender card and say, do baby there? What a pre-equal rights? In other conversations, they come and do equal rights. But when some of these things happen, situational like selection bias, and then you know and away you, and then you after now your ban on your bema. You see, if we are going to do this, then this one here, the wedge that is between the artists and the promoters, or the wedge that we want to create between the artists and media people, because now I can tell you that for whatever reason, King Paluta now has found himself, whether orchestrated or by fault or coincidence, has found himself in that bracket of people of the artists who now have bad blood with some media people. And and very soon, if he is to rise to another level, time. Time. And now who cause him? For me, I am not so proud of Bulldog's comment about this. Because I believe that he has vast experience to be able to dissect this issue for people to learn without raining insult on King Paluta.
Okay.
Because he's been in the center of situations like this plenty times. And Kobetimia sharing the experience on how he was able Bulldog and your friend is saying, Stoneboy, former manager, I'm friend, Black City, was able to put their heads together to get Shatta Wale and Stoneboy on stage. What are you talking about? But you have these experiences yet. It's sad. It's sad.
Well, King Paluta has suffered the hands of some media people over the weekend, indeed. And we are looking for ways out of some of these things. Some of us, we think that as humans, sometimes you are likely to err. But in your errors, people should handle it in a way that you can still bounce back to correct yourself. But now, I'm sure he would even be wounded some more. And his next actions, we can't determine. But let's move on to talk about the big one. The Presidential Cup over the weekend last Sunday, where Shatta Wale, Kweku Smoke, and President John Dramani Mahama took center stage, as well as the two teams, Accra Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko. Though my lovely team lost, unfortunately, due to some stupid boy who went to take some penalty in that awkward manner. He's the reason I've lost my voice, that guy. He's the reason I've lost my voice. God will punish him.
Please no.
Pain.
For taking me through whatever I went through. God will punish him. Like how? Today I was watching this Club World Cup and some guy took some penalty.
And send you to
So you couldn't play penalty like this. How? Well, so I have two angles that you guys, when you take it, you finish with your angle, then I move on with you. It's about the whole show, the whole act, and the fact that the sports ministry has put out a statement that suggests that Shatta Wale, of all people, did not charge a penny, and that he played everything for free, and he produced his show or his performance for free, and everything was on him. Now you go online and people are having commentaries on it. Well, you go catch some actions from the stadium, and when I come back, because Roland was there, he will lead this conversation. Then we take it from there.
The Band Sergeant Major is Chief Petty Officer, second class, fully earnest.
Well, so of course you are an internal person more, so you have some 1 or 2 details or information. But let's talk about so far the euphoria and everything around the presidential cup, the involvement of Shatta Wale, and the conversation.
Well, it is not so surprising to see people praising this year as one of the best in a long while or for some time now.
Okay.
Yes, and it is not because these organizers or the current people who organize this particular event did something so exceptional. Because when you look at the format, the template is there. It has been happening for years. First, it had a different shape of where these two teams were handpicked from their good performance in the league till the time it became okay. These are the 2 top favorite clubs in Ghana, so let's maintain them for them to be the face of the Presidential Cup. It has had the same format, but what made this year's exceptional was the magic wand, the magic touch of Shatta Wale that came into it. And whoever made that particular decision, I think should the person's money should be doubled. Because the level of excitement that I saw at the Accra Sports Stadium, for me, I've been there, I've witnessed Kotoko and Hearts match about 3 times before, from the league to even the Presidential Cup, and I can tell you that the euphoria and the excitement was as pure as then 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Kotoko and Hearts match clash. That is the kind of euphoria and excitement I saw at the stadium yesterday, and it was very beautiful. It was very beautiful seeing people come to celebrate Ghana football, Ghanaian stuff, and also with the president or the first gentleman being present. That is the whole organization. And of course, it also helps in championing the Bring Back the Love football agenda, championed by the Ministry of Sports and also the Ghana Football Association. I think ever since they gave that particular headline of bringing back the love, looks like love no until now that they decided to do the needful and also bring somebody that can glue the love to the people.
Yeah.
And that is Shatta Wale, and that is what he came to do. On the whole, I think the organization was good, was okay. Security was also on point. Of course, the first gentleman is there. They trust the state security to take charge of every movement in the perimeter. So it was okay. The whole organization and everything, like I said, was on point. For me, yes, Bogoble performed, and Kuku Smoke also performed, and as well as Shatta Wale also being the icing on the cake, with Kotoko obviously lifting the cup. It was the organization.
But I
was
heard
good.
Kamido also came through.
Yes, Kamido was there, but he did not perform.
Oh, okay.
Kamido was there for whatever reason. He was there even before Shatta came, because when we were making preparations for Shatta's arrival and stuff, including checking the stage, the sound, and every other thing that will help our performance, he was there. I saw him and his team with his DJ, road manager, and everything was there. Backstage, in fact, ready to get the mic and perform. At a point, I even saw them being handed a mic, but it was as to how it was returned back to the producers. The producers. I don't know. Shatta had his own mic allocated to him, so that was not part of the whole thing. But to him, I saw even one of his guys having a microphone, and before he realized they were not holding any microphone again. So until Shatta came, bypassed him, and went on stage to perform. So that was. As for the reason why he didn't perform there, that one there, unless he comes out to explain why he was there, not in the stands, because people that came to enjoy the show, I saw D Black there. He did not come to perform. He did not come around the performance area. He was in the stands. Yeah. So why he came to the performance area but did not perform?
When did he come there to the performance area?
Kamido?
Oh, yeah, Kamido.
He was even there before Shatta performed.
He was even there before.
No, you see, Shatta performed
half-time.
First half.
Yes.
So Kamido
was there
during the first half match.
Okay.
From the beginning, I think right a little few minutes from the beginning, that was when he was there. So
because why I'm asking is that you see all the performers apart from Shatta did their performance before the first half.
Yes.
So if he will perform, I think maybe he will also do it before they will start the
someone also told me he missed the time.
Yeah, so
Well,
in fact, that's what I'm thinking.
Someone told me he missed the time.
Yeah.
One of the producers told me,
Yeah.
I asked him why is Camille not performing. So the time they gave to him, he missed it. But then, after having some personal conversation with him, he also had another opinion why he wouldn't want to perform.
That's why I'm saying that I would want to leave to him for him to come and explain the reason why he didn't perform.
Okay.
You understand? Because there are so many factors that we can attribute to his no-show. But then he has because he was there. If Uncle Niwa, Uncle, that is when we can speculate and say, okay, this and that may be the reason. But since he was there, then now we will leave to him for him to come and explain why he was there but didn't perform. But all in all, it was okay. And the other one was the Shatta performing for free, and also Shagzy sponsoring the whole performance. I've read comments. I've read comments, seen reactions online, and I think it is interesting. Yes.
People don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
People don't want to believe it.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
you
with
see,
them on that one.
Yeah.
You also don't want to believe.
You see,
okay.
I understand why they don't want to believe it. Yes, Shatta on so many occasions. If you want evidence of Shatta saying he will not perform for free, there, plenty. Even people that have given him the best of reasons to perform for free self. He says no in his own right. But the circumstances is different. You see, if you understand Shatta Wale very well, this is a businessman, and he chooses his business carefully to a point where he knows it makes business sense to him, or to make business sense to him. When Pella was invited by Shatta Wale to Ghana, it was Shagzy that hosted Pella's stay throughout before he left. Shatta at this point is trying to promote one of his businesses, and that is Shagzy. And this is a company that is Ghanaian and would want to use it to promote anything Ghana. So if he sees this particular big opportunity, and Shagzy being the center of attraction is also going to help him, why not take advantage of it? And people should not, yes, I know that free means free in people's ears. But people should know that free doesn't come as free like that.
Support.
Definitely, there's cost involved. And it needs to be taken care of by somebody. So if a company as Shagzy wants to take care of Shatta's performance in order to enjoy that benefit that we had yesterday, why not? And these are part of the reasons why Shatta would say, okay, if I have an avenue that will also help grow a certain business of mine, why not? When it comes to him, the Shatta Wale and the Shatta Movement brand, big.
Support makers support.
Exactly. So he is supporting to bring back the football love. He is supporting to make the whole thing very beautiful. And he is also supporting for Shagzy to get some mileage. At the end of the day, there was a very beautiful representation of Shagzy on the day. Seeing people rock their Shagzy caps, Shagzy apparels, and even the performance on stage, as well as our latest ambassador, Malik Basintani, also rocking his Shagzy apparel. And these are all promotional platforms for Shagzy as a company. So, yes, it was very prudent that Shagzy takes over the whole sponsoring of Shatta Wale's performance. Yes, Shatta did not charge, but Shagzy paid for it. People should understand it in that sense. It is just like how, and you see, if you're able to learn this here, that is when event organizers will be able to subsidize certain costs of their event without breaking their back. That is when you're able to use the artists that you have on bill to sell them to companies to get sponsorship to take care of, or to subsidize some of their costs that you may incur in your event. And that is what Shagzy did for Shatta Wale's performance on the stage or at the President Cup. So people should understand that Shatta did not charge anything from the ministry, but Shagzy, that whole performance was sponsored by Shagzy.
Well, so I still want to believe that the number of people who are thinking this can't be true is the fact that they think, oh, it is government. Maybe government has blown some cash,
What
and
didn't you?
they don't want the people to know that this is how much we've spent on Shatta. So they are hiding behind, oh, he did not charge, he did not charge. In fact, when you read comments, you see like, oh, we are waiting for just one TikTok. Yeah, one TikTok live video and everything will be there. Sana mbesa one day because Shatta is the Jesus because yeah, so it is what it is. Let me go to Chemo. Chemo is also saying he's with those who are of the view that they don't want to believe it.
Let me rephrase or let me say it in a different way. I understand why they don't want to.
Okay, good.
Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You understand why they don't
want to believe it.
It was free, yeah.
Yes, it is because of how Shatta previous years or on countless occasions he has said that he won't perform for free. He's a business guy. He will always do business. Yeah. So what people are not getting that he's a business guy. He will do business, but not in the way that they think it's supposed to happen.
Okay.
You see, doing business is not always about taking money from. There are other ways of doing business without taking money from someone, but you get a benefit that will bring you the money or the other things that you are looking for. That's why people are not getting it. That's why I'm saying that. Yeah, I understand why they don't. For them, they want to hear Shatta saying that I took $200,000. I took $150,000. That's what for them. That's what is in their head. So if Shatta will come out or anybody will come out and say, "Oh, he didn't take any money," they won't believe you, because for Shatta and his dollars and this stuff, he will not joke.
They don't pay
Oh, Shatta, so that's why people are thinking like that, and the minister clarified or said something. We know he's a politician, he's a diplomat. There's a way of communicating certain things.
Yeah.
So for the minister, this is the best way to
handle it.
Yes, because there's no actual money involved here. So he will say it as it is. I mean, and when you go through the comments, like Roland was saying, some of them were so funny for me, and I'm not surprised that people will go that direction. In fact, I saw one that the person was saying that if it was the other guys, and then he used the word S, if it was the other S who had performed without taking anything, Shatta would go live. and it was so funny to me, and I said, well, you know, Shatta has done something that it can't be disclosed. And the thing is that there are other business partnerships coming. And if Shatta will do this for free, in terms of taking the dollar or whatever, there are other businesses. Like Roland said, Shagzy is there. So if after the show or after this nice performance, and then Shatta also have a proposal, Shagzy doing something for the government, and government will say, well, you help us to promote something that we wanted to promote. So we think you are capable of handling this. Take it out. And business
good business. But good business.
Yes, it's a good business deal that can also last for a very long time. And people are not looking at that. Because for them, when Shatta says business, they think that he should take cash. And by this time around, it is not cash. So if we are talking about Shatta not taking anything, yes, he didn't take any physical cash, but he has businesses. He promoted even the businesses at the end of the day, and that one can even be the cost of it, because the mileage that Shagzy got on that day is good enough to pay for it. I mean, if you are sponsoring a program like this and you get such a huge number looking at you, both at home and even abroad, those inside and outside Ghana, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So
and dealing with government comes with so many fringe benefits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if for nothing at all, they should take it from this side. Shatta was paid by the Shagzy promotion that he got. They should take it like that. But in government books, he didn't take any money. That's the meaning of what is happening. So if you don't want to believe it, fine. But I take it like Shaxi got promotion, so it has cater for the money that Shatta will take. And this
So
one
to them, it doesn't come to them like free.
yes.
Because they don't think Shatta
They
will
won't believe it. The comments, some of them were funny. I also saw one that the guy was saying, okay, let's wait for a live or something like that. Let's wait for TikTok live and see what Shatta will say and all this thing. A lot of funny comments. So they should just have it in mind that yes, Shaxi represented. Shatta owns Shaxi, and if Shaxi is not paying any physical cash to
But even that one, we have to be careful how we say it because the whole presidential cup had its sponsors.
Yes. There were other sponsors on board. Yes.
So Shaxi was not part of the sponsors.
Those sponsors, no.
It was just for the
Shatta's performance
Yes.
and all those things. Yeah. So they should take it like that. But we know that they won't believe it. But apart from that too, Shatta did that also to honor President Mahama.
Yeah.
And I think the minister said it.
Yeah.
Yes, he had a good relationship with President. And if President is doing something like that and he can support, why not? He will come out all out to support President Mahama. And at the end of the day, he gave him the song that we were all waiting for, and it happened. So they should take it like that. Shatta can do it, but he's a business guy. They shouldn't forget that.
But how about the whole act? The whole presidential cup, you have been following it. How has it been this year?
In fact, I've monitored other radio stations, the football guys, what they are saying about what happened. And all of them. In fact, all the people that I've heard, I heard from Andy Kim from Kesbin, and even the other members on the Kesbin sports team. I also monitored Oyeripa FM. They were also talking about the whole thing, and even other platforms that I heard one or two, and they were all saying that the Shatta factor also brought something. Yes, you can't take it away from it. I mean, there were factors that they think made us see what we saw on the day, and one of them will be, some people were saying that it was because it was free gate, but they debunked it, of course, saying that it has happened before.
And we've seen more free
gate, and we didn't get this number. So you can't attribute it to the fact that it was a free gate. Some people were also talking about the fact that this is a Clasico of Ghana, right? Kotoko and has, it's a big deal, so it can happen like that. At that one too, they were saying that, well, it has happened before, we didn't get this number. So yes, people may love football. People may want to go to stadium to watch Haas and Kotoko. But what will take them there is the thing that we are talking about here. Because they can also watch it on TV. Because it has happened and people were at home watching instead of coming to the stadium. So what brought them to the stadium
this time?
You cannot take Shatta Wale's factor out. And again, we saw videos. We saw people confessing that this is the first time that they are coming to the stadium for Kotoko and has a presidential cup, and again they are coming because of Shatta Wale. So why do you want to take that factor out?
Why do you want to doubt it?
I mean,
are you a Thomas?
And then again, the when Shatta was performing, you can see the whole stadium, like everybody, like you can feel
the energy was there.
The energy was there. You can see that something is happening here. So what again do you want to see before you say that, okay, Shatta did something, or Shatta factor is also something that we have to talk about? I mean, Kotoko and has for a very long time, we didn't get the kind of feeling that we got this time around. And it is because of Shatta and other things. We know that this time around, President Mahama also has a goodwill.
Of course.
So some people
may
even
come.
Yes,
that is true.
Some people may even come because of that. And I think what will make them come to the stadium is that they are coming to watch a football that they love already. And on top of that, they are going to see Shatta Wale giving them a classical performance that they can enjoy. That will bring them to the stadium. So for me, I think some people may doubt, some people may say whatever, but the evidence are there for us all to see. And the football connoisseurs are saying that yes, Shatta's factor is part of the reason why we had a very successful event that day.
Well spoken. Let me go on to Long John to close the day for us. Long John, how do you also describe or discuss the performance, the euphoria, and the no fees charged commentaries from the ministry?
I'm coming for full violence. I'm saying it so that people will not like, why did you mention this?
Which violence?
First of all, I want to give shout outs to the former president's daughter. You see, it's about time we make people understand that power is transient. You can stop people from performing at a venue for a limited amount of time. You can't stop them forever.
Yeah.
Yesterday we saw something beautiful. You know, it was amazing to see Shatta Wale get the freedom to do a wave 1.0. You know, because we've been trying hard to get that place. And some people who were parading themselves as people within the premises of power wanted to show something small. God being so good, now I don't know if they can still use the power to hold anybody down, but now they've seen their real level, that they can be human as everybody else. And when the power leaves you, whoever you try using that power to surprise is now on the same page with you. So try to do that nonsense lesson. I was very excited, honestly, because you see, that event has been long overdue.
Okay.
We all know Shatta Wale's fans can't contain most of our event venues. So to see him have something like this, first of all, I even want to speak about the money, the payment and everything. You see, Ghanaians are one of the most tough people to deal with when talking about Shatta Wale.
Okay.
When I say tough to deal with, it's very simple. A conversation started on social media that Shatta was paid 700,000 Ghana.
Yes, I saw that.
Then so everybody started talking.
Yes. What I saw, I was like, hey, now it's different.
It's not easy. 700,000 Ghana cedis. Then the minister himself, somebody who is supposed to pay the artist, comes out to tell you that I didn't pay him Shengbang.
And also
a whole Shatta Wale, how can you tell me? I'm not going to believe it. Shatta Wale say free show. What's the baby and no cray? Pay show 700,000. What's this amount? And then be on pay for Shatta Wale. I don't understand. I don't understand Ghanaians. You were trying to criticize him. Minister said, I'll wait for this news to go far. Let me debunk it. We didn't give him Shingbai. In fact, he's Shaxi. And what even shows Shaxi can't host Shatta Wale. He was able to host an international streamer. Africa's biggest streamer. I mean, the logic self, I don't understand. Is it the fact that Shaxi is hosting Shatta Wale that won't be there? And I said, he has even done events in other campuses where Shaxi hosted.
Yeah.
So, where from this? We all saw a conversation. And you see, I also saw something on Twitter. The Twitter boys coming at Shatta Wale for they were going at Malik Basintali for trying to give a lot of government shows to Shatta Wale. Hey! This is just beginning.
Almost starting.
Twitter there, Jimmy there.
For real?
They started on Twitter. I saw it there.
But why didn't they complain for the past 8 years?
And for the past 8 years,
nobody was giving Shatta.
I'm building my point.
Build. How many cement do you need?
Hey! That's cement.
Let me give you more cement bags.
Because it's serious. We have all been here seeing how Shatta Wale has been blocked from doing certain things in Ghana here because he wasn't in good terms with a certain president's daughter. And all of a sudden, when he's now being treated like the normal Ghanaian as he's supposed to be, you people are now trying to raise an eyebrow. And aside that self, how many months is this government? Who says the other artists are not going to be booked?
Didn't other artists perform?
You see, the factor is here is the sports. First of all, Ghana sports has lost its relevance in this major ecosystem.
And the form team.
Aside politics and entertainment, tell me what we really discuss over here in Ghana, aside these two. The major breaking news. If you are to discuss sports, if it's not international news, nothing about local news. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe if you are going to discuss anything, then maybe the downtrodden of our sports, not the upward trajectory that is going. It is a can sports and there, and it is mainly because of an artist. First of all, you need the numbers for that sports program. In the past 8 years, all the presidents can take pictures of all the crowd there and compare it to this one. This is one of the best attended in their own books, not just sports authorities. Best attended sports event in Ghana.
Yes, yes.
And you see, when you guys were speaking, you were all saying, and we want to give, give all the fans to Shatta Wale. Let's behave ourselves, Massa. The sports currently in Ghana is not sporting. If you want to leave, you yourself were complaining about the penalty your team play. And take a sports now, now. Oh,
I can't penalty now.
Okay, no, two things. I can play now, Shebon, and can two.
It's not being to the park to watch a football match.
Thank you. Yes. So what would you there if not your artist? Look, we can't deny the fact that the Shatta Wale pool is real.
Yeah, of course.
That is what people should understand.
Yeah.
If you want to do something massive and have visible numbers to show that this thing was massive, add Shatta Wale to the list. If not, go and sleep. If you want to do with this other artists, unless you build them like 20. What do I mean to 20? Because look, when Shatta Wale was even being called on stage, you saw how people left from the top side, came closer to the entrance.
Yes.
That is what it is, the pool of Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
When he was singing on God, they off everything.
Yes.
And you see the stadium energy chanting like it's a national anthem.
Yeah.
So tell me or convince me they were there for sports. Obi Ababejin and I can't Ghana sports. Uncle, when was the last time we had an entertainment show we are discussing in sports news day inside? If not ABR for this rape case and other things, or even with that one, it's international news. So let's be honest, Cat is not doing anything with sports. It's very evident. Shatta Wale had to add that flair.
Yes.
Sika Wamu, and we all know if money day there, like Shatta take them more than this. You also the stage. This is not Shatta's type of stage. So for Shatta to climb something like it means he had to cook something up for them.
Yeah.
And for the respect he has for the president. Imagine the only artist in Ghana, president is singing word to word your lyrics.
Yeah.
President is taking video of you. No, there's a difference. Oh, yeah, was celebrity.
Yeah, our level.
Your levels. You
this one not be regular.
And not be that is what people should understand. The stills of Shatta Wale is not regular. Yeah, who can you say? And a long joy.
This is a real influencer.
Of course.
Oh, on the ground, yeah, touchy base.
Influencer.
Where's the social media?
Yes, influence the president.
No. The president is singing word to word. You see, when I was watching the president singing, I was looking at his kids behind him. They moved them. You want to move your mobile, was a steeze and composure. But you know what almost I saw
the way Farida was looking at.
Yeah.
Papa, that be what one dream was sending Papa.
No. It was like
I know that Papa na the same.
So don't let anybody lie you. Say uneducated people support Shatta Wale. Your own president is fully Shatta. Yeah. And for him to sing word to word, he should tell you he has not listened to the music once.
That would have been.
Yeah. So you see,
he was even singing Minia.
Smiling Mafia.
You see, and to crown it all, you know, the nice title Shatta gave him. We all know where the title is coming from. Because we all saw what Agadizi did. We were thanking God and he decided to hack. You understand? So in all, he thought after hugging.
But no, him say.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Oh no, this one.
No. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything.
No, by indeed, the name fits.
The name gets fit.
You know what?
Baba Shatta has explained the name.
Yeah.
He explained on Facebook and he said that he meant with Mahama. If you do well,
Yes.
He'll give you what you are supposed to
But
do.
if you don't
But
deliver,
if you don't do well,
he will
if you
kick
don't
you
deliver,
out.
he'll kick you out. That's what he meant.
But the smiling mafia in another way too. A fate, you know why? Because Akufo-Addo has suffered ever since Mahama took over the seat. Every given
London, close the
opportunity,
show. Our time is up.
he gives to him, pap.
So you see, with this, we've cleared everything. They should understand it's 2 ways.
Yeah.
People came to the stadium for Shatta Wale. And if you want to host something big in Ghana, and I also want to send this one to the Chancellor of Legon. I beg you.
It's our topic. It's our topic. Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it.
It's our topic. Don't spoil it.
So we'll meet at the junction.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I know what Long John wants to talk about, but I've put it down for me and him, our conversation. So we'll preserve it till we meet again to do some more. But we are back. The week has started. Very good note, and we still have to continue with the agenda that we have started. It has been great hanging out with Intimdo de Solomon Chemo, man like Long John, the blogger, Roland Amate, and to the producer, Steve Flush Digosh, aka the latest Rasta man in town.
Of course.
Bad influencer. Bad guy.
Bad influence from
Welcome to the gang.
There's that Sam to that Rexford. We'll surely meet again. Subscribe to us. Let's read your comments. But how did you also enjoy the Presidential Cup this year, 2025? What are your remarks? What are your comments on it? We want to know them before we meet again here. My name is Sammy Flex. We out. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.